Magic Miscreants Risen Dragon here with another fun deck for you today, and today we're going back to Boros Aggro. We're not looking at Boros Convoke, this is Boros Aggro, and what this is basically we try to get down as many creatures as we can in as short amount of time as possible. How do we do that? Some fun cards for you today. Song of Tauntauns. We have used this one before in kind of like a Rakdos type build, but create X/1/1 black rat creature tokens with this creature can't block, and creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. So this is one of those like, oh, didn't see this one coming. Not a lot of people play this card, and I think it's one of those cards that's slept on quite a bit, especially with the rotation coming up. So what makes this deck a little bit different than other Boros builds that we have used is Terror of the Peaks. If we get to that end game, throwing this down with stuff like Urabrask's Forge, which of course the beginning of combat on your turn, put an oil counter on it, and then create an X1 red Phyrexian horror creature token with trample and haste, where X is the number of oil tokens on it, so on and so forth. Also, Warleader's Call buffs our creatures. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. So when we're trying to throw stuff down like Yoshin Frontliner, Novice Inspector, which of course plays very well into the Gleeful Demolition. Now I will say, this card not as effective as post-rotation, I think, because we don't have stuff like Voldaren Epicure or our blood token generators, early ones, to really make this deck hum. But it is worthy of inclusion because of the fact that throwing down 3/1/1 goblin creature tokens pretty good, especially when you got the Warleader's Call on the battlefield. Warden of the Inner Sky, of course, this thing gets beast because as long as it has 3 or more counters on it, has flying and vigilance. Tap 3 untapped artifacts and/or creatures you control, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and we only activate it as a sorcery, and we scry 1. Case of the Gateway Express. Okay, when it enters the battlefield, choose target creature you don't control. Each creature you control deals 1 damage to that creature, and then to solve, 3 or more creatures have attacked this turn, and creatures get +1/+0 when it is solved, and of course Resolute Reinforcements. That's a fun one to throw down with Flash, create a 1/1 soldier creature token. Now, of course, Mirax also plays into the Gleeful Demolition. Doesn't quite come on board till later in the game, but certainly an outlet for us there. Sideboard, because, mass removal is a thing. Final Showdown. Getaway Glamour, because we want to try to, destroy stuff and exile stuff and bounce things back. Requisition Raid, because who doesn't like bigger creatures? Brotherhood's End. Taking care of some sweepers in case we're up against a mirror match. Surge of Salvation, because we want hexproof, and going against black sources is always fun. And Sunfall is of course one that we can use as well. So this is our Boros Convoke deck. Hopefully you will enjoy it as much as I do. For those of you that are new to my channel, we do a best of 1 and a best of 3, so you can see how the deck functions in either one of those environments. So without further ado, let's get to the Boros Convoke games. We're against Bishibosh for our best of 1 matchup. They go first. We are on the draw. Not the worst keep. Alright, well, may have misspoken there. That's okay. Because this is now going to be one of those toxic builds where they just target stuff and build up their Rot Priest. That's alright though, the Frontliner comes in handy here. Yep, you're going to kill the Warden, or you're just going to buff your Rot Priest. I'm gonna let you buff it. You're gonna kill my... Oh yeah, it's one of those builds. How fun is this? And then guess what? We do this. Do this. Buff this. Sure. I'll take a Mirax. Okay, so they do swing in with all. No, they don't? Okay. Interesting. So clearly you must, I was about to say, you gotta have some sort of trick up your sleeve there, but that's okay. I'll go with this, go with this. I think we just buff up the frontliners. Yeah, you'll... Man, giant... Yep, that's what I was anticipating. They've got some of those stupid little combat tricks that... I call them stupid because I'm salty, because I just got, like, screwed by one. But, you know, that's an interesting strategy. The Golgari... Usually you see that with, like... Simic colors, like blue and... You're talking your blue and your... green. But yeah. Now watch, they'll swing. No, maybe not. Wasteful Harvest. Interesting. Put a permanent. That's an interesting card. Ooh, hey, Warleader's Call. Always a cool card. We're going to leave one open simply because, you know, Song of Tottenzans is going to be, or Tottentans, I'm sorry, and they may have Enchantment Hate. Probably they do. I would not be playing the. Yeah, they've got to have the Boseiju, but we shall see. They do. Cool. So that comes back. And now we've got to... We gotta block that. We can't take that amount of damage. Comes back. Proliferate. And now, do they have something to give us 2 poison counters? Not at the moment, but we have something that might kill them. I don't know if that kills them outright, but it certainly... Yeah, Boros go brrrr. Now the question is, do they, again, have something that is a poison counter? Like Vraska's Fall or something like that. No, they don't. Alright, well, we just get them. Cool. Alright, let's go to the best of 3. We're against C Money 4410 for our best of 3 matchup. Not the worst, because we do have the Warden. Is this going to be that mono blue build that's like the budget? It's like this super ultra budget-y version. Hey, Gleeful Demolition's actually not too bad. So we can pull some fun stuff with that. Never mind my dog. Alright, let's try this. Debating. Okay. Do they, No? Okay. He decided not to. So we are. It looks like this is a solidly mono blue. Okay, so there's that. Alright, so now we do this. No attacks. Is this like a... I'm curious now what this build is. Zephyr Sentinel. So this is like a mono blue soldier build? Okay, cool. I can get on board with that. I like that idea. You're gonna bounce that, maybe. Yep. Alright, Rona's Vortex, sure. That's okay. So what we do is this. We do this. We do this. Do some damage. Swing. Let's see if they block. I'd be curious to see if they block. No, they don't. Alright. Well, that's going to be too bad for them if they decide that it may not be in their best interest with this particular build to do that, but I don't know what I was just saying there. Had a little bit of a brain fart. That's alright. It's early in the morning. I'm recording this at about 10 a.m. on a Saturday. So, wife and kids are at a sleepover. Yep, there's the fading hope. Okay, so what we do is this. Okay, oh, what in the actual? Okay, well, that's interesting. I mean, it doesn't really... Ooh, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this so very badly. And I think I am going to. I think I'm going to next with the... If I get another land, if I get one more land, come on, Magic Gods, give me a land this turn. Because I'm going to make this guy's life absolutely miserable. I'm going to make their life miserable with this next play. If I get a land. Come on, Magic Gods, give me a land, please. That's all I'm going to ask of you. Who plays Stasis Field? Boros go BRRRRR. Watch this. Look at all these triggers. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh, yeah. Right there. Right there. Price of admission. Worth the price. Right there. Yes. I feel good. I feel real good about that. Boros go BRRRRR, whatever the heck it's called. I'm, as a middle school teacher, I'm trying to keep up with the lingo of this generation, and I don't get it sometimes. We are keeping this because the frontliner's kind of cool. So, although they're going to look at that and be like, remember what happened last time? But we'll see what they do. It's interesting they're playing Rona's Vortex without the... Alright, I think we just swing, see what they do. Because if they bounce, we put down the resolute reinforcements. Okay, maybe not. Alright, let's see what they do here. Alright, let's try putting down the reinforcements. And it'll probably get countered, because they are playing blue. I haven't seen any counter magic from them, but Zephyr Sentinel is certainly a thing. There's our Warleader's call. Now I'm a little bit curious to see if they throw down the Zephyr Sentinel, then I think we definitely throw down the Warleaders. Yep. Here's what they're gonna do. They're gonna flash something in. Now Rona's Vortex, fine. Now, do they have counter magic? No, they don't. Alright, cool. So that's a thing. Stoic Sphinx, huh? Cool. Not really what I'm looking for, but sure, we can work with it. A lot of bouncy spells in this particular build from C Money. Meaning of the Mines. Okay, so they draw 2 cards. Don't hurt him too much. Yeah, let's see what they do. They're gonna take damage from targeting Terror of the Peaks if that's the case. So, I mean, go for it. Take your 3 damage. What is this deck? Okay, cool. Let's do this. Boros go brrrr. Yeah, this is a fun deck. This is fun. As we rank up into gold. Yeah, that's fun stuff. Let's go to the post-game analysis. Okay, so is adding Terror of the Peaks to a Boros, like, Convoke type build overkill? Oh, it absolutely is. But is it fun? Oh yeah, it totally is. It totally is. As you saw in that particular build, this is just one of those builds that's just, I'm having so much fun with it. I mean, especially when it comes together. Now, I am going to say this. It does not really do well against mono red. Mono red kind of hoses us a little bit with its early aggression. But I will say that if you get all your stuff ready and get it on the board, then you're going to be in pretty good shape. And certainly a deck like this can overrun slower decks really, really fast. So I hope you like what you saw, and if you did please subscribe. And as always, my magic miscreants, may you always be on the play, and may all your spells hit the battlefield. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.